Hello everybody. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use Carl. This is his name right here, so Carl, not making it up. We focus on printmaking. One of the things about printmaking is it's about the edge of the paper. So I got Carl because it's a rotary tool where I can actually change the blades out, and I have a decal edge set on there. Now a natural decal edge is where when the paper is made, it's the natural edge that comes off from it being pressed. A lot of times those get cut off because people want clean lines. But with printmaking, you typically want to have that. So we're gonna do like a fake decal edge on our design with what we got. So you're gonna pull Carl out. He's usually on the cart somewhere, and then you just kind of go from there. So I'm gonna reposition the camera so you can kind of look down over top of this. Okay, so the first thing when I would do this is that you have to wait for a day for this to dry, or you can kind of put your hand over top of this. Because if you don't have a lot like I do, this has been sitting for probably about 20 minutes and it's just a little tacky, but it's perfectly fine for what we're doing. We want to get our edge lined up with the inside part along here. So like if I was to draw a line, it's going to be right in here. So what that means is I'm going to slide this over, and right when standing up works really well with this one. When I am looking straight down over top of this along where this white and the blue hit, the moment I just see this black line hit that's as far as I want to go. Then I want to press down kind of hard, slide this down, and then this cuts off just like one sheet. You just do one sheet at a time. Next part, same thing. And this bottom part here is where this is the bottom of my print. I'm going to do that last. Okay, so I'm going to do this next one here. So it's lined up, press down, slide that up. I do my last one. Again, I'm bringing that printed edge just right when I can see it, where this white and this blue hit is where you want to line that up at. So this is all cut. Now the bottom part is unique because we're gonna do a registration, a title, and your name. I'll explain with that. We also want the bottom heavier. So this time, I want this bottom part, just touching the blue or just touching that white. It doesn't matter a whole lot, but I want to get that one cut like that. So the bottom is heavy. So your design looks like this. So here's my bottom, my print, and my decal edges on everything. So you need to do this all three of yours. So I'm going to quickly do that on mine. Okay, now that I have all three printed, you can kind of see them laid out right here. I need to label them. It doesn't really matter which one goes first. If you were a real and you were doing this, for real, then it would kind of matter, which one's printed first, second, third, fourth, and so on. In our case, it doesn't. Now we have three prints. I'm going to call this my first one. So in this corner here, I'm going to say 1 of 3. And then I'm going to call this one sun. I'm not going to be real creative with it right now, but I should. Let's say sunburst. At least that's something. Sunburst, and then you sign it. So everyone is like this. That was my first one. This is going to be my second one, though. So this one's just slightly different. Somehow that got wet there, but that should be fine later on. So I'll do 2 of 3, and then same thing, sunburst, and then I just sign it. Last one, and hopefully you can kind of guess what this one's going to be. 3 of 3, and then sunburst. So you have 3 of them. Now, if you were just doing a single one, like if you were doing chinkale, you would just say 1 of 1, and then you would have here, because each one is unique. These should all be the same. Or there might be some variation, but they're very, very close to being the same. Okay, next thing is we're going to do a floating mat. Now with a floating mat, we need to figure out what's your size you're going to be doing this on. So first off, this is going to be in a 12 by 18 frame. Now a floating mat it's pretty simple. You just take your project and it's just going to be taped, down like this. And that's what it is. It floats on top of the sheet of paper. Real matting is where you would have, a hole cut out of the paper and you'd set out of your mat, you'd set this on top of it and you'd be done. But this is called a floating. Now you can also be creative with it. And you can choose whatever color you want. Right now I just have this black, but I could easily grab red. I could have a black, here. I could set this black or this red over top of it. I could take this and I could center that and attach the whole thing. You could do the entire thing in red. You could cut out red and orange. A lot of times if you do black and you do another color, this color that you're picking is trying to pull out the color that's in here. So red might not be a good one. Yellow or orange would work well with that one. But we just kind of had it. You can also be, kind of a little more crazy with it. I could set that piece of paper down like this. I could even offset it a little bit more and just have something like that. Okay, there's lots of ways that you can do this. All I'm going to do for mine is I'm just going to use this basic black and I'm going to have this red piece here. Now you turn in your best one. It doesn't matter which one the registration is. They all need to be registered, okay, in terms of the whole thing laid out. But which one is going to be your favorite one? And this is one that I'm grading. You're going to turn them all in though, okay? So, and at that point I look at them, and even if I think that you didn't pick your best one, I will grade which one I feel like will give you the highest grade. Okay, so you don't have to freak out about that too much. But this one here worked pretty good. I'm just going to grab some regular masking tape, kind of fold over on top itself, and get this all prepped. Again, I don't need a ton of tape. I can take this, get this as centered as you can, because I do look at that. Presentation is a big part of your grade sometimes. I can get a photo of this, get it on our Sonia, put this in a frame, and then you can go ahead and turn the whole thing in. So remember, I need all your prints. So for just frame one, turn them all in, make sure I have a grading sheet. Good luck on that, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.